So I'm here at the RMR with NBK. I'd just like to start off talking about the event. Obviously you opened with a strong win against K23 on Dust 2, with all the individuals firing. How was that game from your perspective?
To be honest, that game, the first half, we didn't play very well. We missed a lot of utility and, and all that kind of stupid shit. And it really hurt us in that sense. But then we managed to go on the T side and to actually play a flawless game and actually play our game. And so that was the most important for us, finding that footing. And as soon as we had it, we knew that we would be the team that could.
What do you think it was that made the T side so strong? Because I think you had 9 rounds with only 1 in reply, I think.
Yeah. Everyone just stopped thinking and started actually playing and just headshotting people, right? Like just following the plan and then being able to react to whatever was happening. And I think that's the main part, so far with all the games that we've played, is that we're a bit too much in the expectations of other people calling and stuff like that, and not really ready for chaos. And when we started down on the T side, which is one of the maps on Dust 2 that we're the most confident on, it's just easy when you're comfortable with it, and then you just start rolling with the rounds, and then you take control of the economy, and then you always have an answer. So that's why it felt pretty good then on that side.
Obviously your next game against Ents was a little bit rough. What happened there for you guys?
I think it comes down to overall the idea of feeling a bit stuck and with a weight on our shoulders. A lot of the phases where we needed to take space or to move forward, or we needed someone to support with utility and all that kind of stuff, were a bit absent compared to what it would be in practice, for example. And so that's why you see a lot of time we're just not on the same page, where I was for example, since I'm entering on the map, just moving more forward than my teammates, and then the things were just not linked together very well, despite all the system and everything we put in place. And so that's the kind of what we're trying to put together, because it's also our first LAN together. And so we have to have the same ideas, the same point of views, and go in the same direction and all that kind of stuff. And so it takes a bit of time to get that together. And so the main rule that I said was, don't let Ents catch fire, because if you start getting ahead of them, you can really anticipate what they're doing. But if you start letting them do whatever they want individually, that's where you saw Valde got the 1-on-4 on the pistol, and then they started just doing bullshit everywhere, and then we just died like bitches every time, every place of the map. And so that's the thing that we really needed to counter in order to win a game, and we just couldn't manage that.
Obviously you've just played against OG. I imagine you were relatively confident coming against them, because you beat them in the qualifier, obviously, to make it here to the RMR.
I mean, yeah, we were confident that we definitely have the same level as a team. We don't feel like it would be a big upset if we beat them or the other way around. I think the game was pretty leveled, to be honest, throughout everything, really. And then we just started losing. We lost 2 weapon rounds on the CT side, and then just things crumbled because we didn't have any money. And so I think we both teams felt the same way, that we were both confident coming into this matchup. And then, yeah, we came playing Mirage with a game plan and an idea of what we wanted to do, and we got what we wanted on the T side, 6 rounds, and then on the CT side we started to come back and then just crumbled 2-3 rounds, and then that was it. So I think the only annoying part is that we couldn't really take away too much from the game, because it was level-headed. There was nothing exceptionally good or something exceptionally bad, just individually. I think we were, except Mizuta, that played a very good game. I think all of us were a bit under the level of individuality of the others, and it's hard to really take something away where you just come onto the game and you're like, oh yeah, if I was better individually, we would have won the game. And it's you can't really take away too much. So yeah, so that's the thing that is a bit annoying, because I personally I think I was -7 in entries or something like that, which is something terrible. And so it's just, yeah, of course it's going to put the others in a good situation, and you just have to think about, can you do better the next time to not get entry, and then you can play your game. But that's really what it comes down to. So it sucked.
Considering that, you say it comes down to a couple of rounds and some individuals maybe not firing, are you more comfortable now you're going to be moving into the series play? You've kind of got more of a chance to show your true game, I guess.
Yeah, I think the fact that we have a day and a half to get ready mentally for it and really speak things through, the extra practice doesn't really change too much. It's just a matter of just finding our footing in what we want to do, and the mentality that we're going to approach it. That's going to be the main part, to be honest. And aside from that, we were very confident with our preparation and our map pool. That's why, for example, we played Mirage against OGs, because we had the time to prepare a lot of things on a lot of maps. And so we just want to, if we lose because they played better and our game plan didn't work and all that kind of stuff, fair enough. Like, you can't change that. But if you lose because you played bad in the moment, it's like, fuck, like you can't even show what you're capable of. And so the fact that we play best of threes now really allows us to show our preparation a bit more and like our depth in the map pool. So that's why we're confident anyway, regardless of who we play, because we know we're able to play any map really. It's just a matter of making the right choices to put ourselves in the best spot really.
So obviously you're one of the newest members on the team alongside Masuta. You haven't been playing for too long now with Falcons, but what's it been like for you in the month or two that you've been with the team?
It's been quite refreshing, especially in the dynamics of the team. Like in different teams in the past where I was leading, you could see that some players had like doubts and they were not 100% behind it and all that kind of stuff. And here you can feel a real unity behind what I'm calling and the way that I want to play, and like a real trust from the coaching staff, from the organization and the players. And so for me personally, it's very refreshing to feel that. And I really enjoy practicing on a daily basis and like bringing in new things. And that's why I put also extra pressure on myself, because I know things are going so well in that sense and I have responsibilities that are there. I want to maximize it. But not everything is my responsibility in the end as well. So trying my best with that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I feel like this is the spot where I need to be in game as well. I'm allowing myself to do a lot more things, and I enjoy that because of the experience that I have. Like, you know, just being a support player in that sense is hard when you do that for like 10 plus years. And so trying new things, being much more into the entry departments and just enjoying it really. And you know, the plan anyway, since it's a new team and a team that is trying to make it out of the top 30 to go into like top 15, top 10, it's going to take a bit of time, especially with the individualities that are not used to like highest level and all that kind of stuff. It takes time to just get there. And so trying to really focus on myself, enjoying as much as possible to like bring the most potential, and then bring the whole team with me. And that's what I'm trying to do on a daily basis, and trying to share that.
Thanks very much for talking to us. Just before you go, have you got any words you'd like to say to the fans?
Sure. Don't be afraid. The mustache is not staying. It was just a forfeit for charity for a big event, the Z event, and so it's not staying. So there's that. But yeah, thanks for everyone that is believing in us and following us. And you know, we all read social medias and websites and that kind of stuff. And so if people are supporting us, we always appreciate that very, very much. And yeah, thanks for the time. Thanks for the interview. And hopefully we're gonna make it through. But we don't know. We'll see. But we're gonna try our best anyway.
Fingers crossed for you. Thank you very much, man.